all kinds of little tiny small baits that you can use for finicky bass. Bass that's hard to catch, bass that you have a hard time getting to bite. Think about one or two and I'm going to tell you another one. Wow! That's a beauty. Good morning, guys and girls. August 22, 2 Thessalonians 2:7. 2 Thessalonians 2:7. And it says, and this is really a good one, the secret power of evil. The secret power of evil is already working in the world. But there is one who is stopping that power. Soak that in a minute. There is one who is stopping that power. There have been many secret lures and techniques to come along over the years in bass fishing. I won the 1986 BASS Angler of the Year title primarily on a tandem willow leaf spinnerbait, and I kept that lure secret until the last tournament or two. The book says the first tournament or two. It was the last tournament or two before very many people found out about that lure. And I had great big giant willow leaf blades, way bigger than anybody was using, 2 of them, and I had them on an offset shaft, and it was just amazing how those big giant bass would bite it. Throughout the day, almost every tournament day throughout that year, throughout the day, sometime there would be a 5, 6, 7 pound bass jump up there and grab that bait. And back in those days we were fishing a 10 fish limit, so if you've got 10 pretty nice bass in the live well and you have a 5, 6 or 7 pounder every day, you have 1 or 2 of those jump out there and grab your spinnerbait, you're going to have a big string of fish at the end of the day. And if you do that day after day after day throughout the year, I think I had 4 top 10s in the 6 tournaments that year, including winning 1 tournament. And I did it almost exclusively on that big tandem willow leaf spinnerbait. The drop shot, the Gets It, a Roadrunner, a Frog, square bill crankbaits, Carolina rigs, many, many more techniques were once secrets shared by very few fishermen. Everything is sort of commonplace at one time or another was shared by only a handful of guys. They're the only ones that knew about them. And if you're in that little handful of groups sometimes, you can catch a lot of fish on some of those baits and techniques before everybody else gets around to fishing them. Here's another secret that needs to be made known. Satan is at work in this world. Satan is at work in this world. Some Christians don't even realize how the devil is affecting or even controlling their very lives. Some Christians don't even realize how the devil is affecting or even controlling their lives. Realize this with all certainty. Satan is real. He's extremely powerful. Satan is so powerful, it's amazing. He has powers beyond explanation. So powerful that he will completely destroy you if you were without Jesus Christ. Your only hope is to have Jesus Christ inside of you if you're going to fight the devil. He's just too powerful to fight on your own. He will lead you into sin a little bit at a time. He will creep in. He'll get his finger in the door of your life, and then he'll open it up enough he can get his foot in, and then he'll squeeze through the door. And pretty soon he's dominating and controlling the way you think, the way you talk, the way you act. And all of a sudden you become a slave of the devil rather than a servant of Jesus Christ. I don't know about you guys and girls, but I'd rather serve the God that created me. I'd rather serve the God that hung the moon and stars than be a slave to any devil, Here's our tip for today, and it's a good one. This is a nice one right here. Use a 1/4 ounce Roadrunner head, just the head, with a Zoom Fluke Junior for finicky bass. Any little swim bait will do. A Lucky swim bait on the back of it works real good. But that little tiny head, an 1/8 ounce head, and a small hook, so you're going to have a small swim bait on there. That works great for bass that really don't want to bite. Bass that summertime, this time of the year, is when you really need baits like that a lot. But that'll do it. It's that little head, that little tiny blade on the bottom of it, and a little Lucky swim bait, a little Zoom Junior, Fluke Junior. Those work great. Those work absolutely great. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. We're just around the corner from great fall fishing. Bass are biting really pretty good right now all over. And they're schooling a little bit now. They're schooling a little bit, and they're going to school more as time goes by, because we are beginning to get down to the time of the year where it's beginning to get cool. And we had a nice little stretch here in Oklahoma where the highs have been 92, 93, and that's all. That's pretty good for August. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. Remember, you make the day. Do not let the day make you. And also,